Hi, my name is Sarah and welcome to Move Movement Yoga. Today's class is a Vinyasa flow. It'll be a full body. It's something I've been teaching in class recently and my students have really seemed to enjoy it, so I thought I would share it with you guys. The basis of the flow is we move through a sequence on either side and then we do a round and we add a little extra on. So hopefully you enjoy, and if you do, I would love it if you could subscribe or leave a like or leave a comment. Just let me know your feedback, and I'll also leave my details for my Instagram account and my Facebook page if you would like to reach me in other areas. Anyways, we'll get into the class today. So just as per usual and as per the start of every class, we're just going to begin in a position where we can set our intention. So for today, we'll just start in a child's pose. So bring your big toes together and take your knees wide and begin to walk your hands forward. You can slowly begin to bring your head down and just take a few breaths. Letting the heart feel weighted. Taking a moment to just check in with what's going on within your body, within your mind. Nice, deep, juicy breaths. This is a great time to set any sort of intention that you might want to set. Or even just welcoming a little bit of stillness within the mind. So easy to let the thoughts and the needs and the must-haves and the do's of the days to really cloud us and let us get a bit carried away. So regardless if it's through practicing yoga or just taking a few moments just away from work or away from your computer, wherever it is, just connecting to that breath, using it to really anchor you into your experience, bringing about stillness and presence. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, take a nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh to release. And we'll just slowly make our way up onto our hands and our knees. So just make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists and that your hips are over your knees. Nice engaged core. We start in our tabletop position and then we'll move through some cat-cows. So as you inhale, round through the spine, tuck your chin, pull your hands away from your knees. And as you exhale, sink the belly, shine the heart forward. Eye gaze goes in the same direction. Inhale as you round, arcing up. Exhale, sink the belly, shine the heart. Inhale, round. Exhale, sink. Then when you're ready, begin to just walk the hands slightly forward, tuck the toes. We're going to pick the knees up and we'll find our first downward dog. So if this is your first one for the day, if you need it, you can pedal through the feet. Make sure the four corners of the hands are really grounded, spreading the fingers, creating a nice straight line from the crown of the head and the tailbone. If you feel that you're rounding through the spine, keep a generous bend in the knees and allow your chest to sink towards your toes. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. So drink in the breath through the nose and exhale as you release. And then when you're ready, take your eye gaze forward and we're going to step to the top of the mat. Come into a forward fold, so nice generous bend in the knees, feet are about hip width apart. Allow the crown of the head to draw towards the earth, and you can bring your hands onto the floor or you can grab onto your elbows, whatever you need. For me, I'm just going to roll from side to side. Feeling into the hamstrings. And then when you're ready, release the arms and nice and slow bend the knees and just roll up one vertebrae at a time. Till you arrive in your mountain pose. So this is where we begin the sequence. Once again, we'll go through a few rounds, each round adding on a few extra poses. So we begin here, take an inhale, draw the arms up, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, hinge as you fold forward. Fingertips come down, crown of the head comes down into your forward fold. Inhale into a flat back. As you exhale, shift the weight into the left foot, float the right foot up into the air. And then begin to bend into the front knee as you slowly find the back of the mat with your right toes. Nice and slow. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Eye gaze goes up. And then exhale, pull your arms behind you. Imagine someone's pulling you back. Inhale. Lift up, lift the heart up. Exhale. And last one, inhale, all the way up. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back, and we find our half splits. Root the heel into the mat and flex the toes towards the face, and then take an inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, we melt. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, melt. Last one, inhale. And on your next exhale, shift your weight forward, bring your hands on the right side of the mat, inside of the left foot, and take the left foot to the edge of the mat. We're coming to our lizard pose. So you can stay here if this is good, but if you want, you can pick up your back knee. Really root through the hands around the shoulders slightly. Imagine that there's a little balloon under the back thigh, drawing the thigh up, and at the same time sinking into the front hip. Take a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, drop the back knee. Walk the front back in towards the midline. Frame your front foot, pick up your back knee, and then we find a plank position. Engage the core, shift the weight forward, and then we move through our vinyasa. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Connect to the breath. Right foot comes up, draw the knee in towards the chest, and then plant the foot at the top of the mat. Back foot follows. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, draw all the arms up. Exhale through center. Take a moment to reconnect to the breath. And then we go on to the other side. Inhale. Exhale as you hinge, fold forward, fingertips come down, crown of the head comes down. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, shift the weight into the right foot, left foot floats behind you. Bend into your front knee and find the back of the mat nice and slow with your back toes. Drop the back knee. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And on your next exhale, bring your fingertips down, shift your hips back, and we find our half splits. Root the heel, draw the toes towards the face, inhale. Exhale, melt over the thigh. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Shift the weight forward, take your hands on the left side of the front foot and take the foot out to the edge of the mat. We find our lizard pose. If you did it on the other side, pick up your back knee. Once again, draw that back thigh up as you sink into your front hip. Take a few moments to breathe into the space. Drop the back knee, walk the front foot into the midline, frame the front foot. Pick up the back knee, we find our plank, move through your vinyasa. And come back into downward dog. Connect to the breath. Left leg draws up, Bend the knee as you draw it in towards your chest, and then plant the foot at the top of the mat. Back foot follows. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale through center. Take a moment to connect to the breath. Close your eyes if you want. And then we'll continue to add on to the sequence. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge as you fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot comes behind you. Bend the front knee nice and slow. Find the back of the mat with the toes. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. Inhale, draw them up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, shift the hips back, come into your half splits. Root the heel and draw the toes towards the face. Inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, melts you. Last one. Inhale. Shift the weight forward. Hands on the right side. Front foot out to the left. And we find our lizard. So you can stay here. If you feel ready, you can maybe come down onto the forearms. Take whatever variation feels good. Find a few breaths. Drop the back knee. Front foot comes back to the midline. This time we frame the front foot, pick the back knee up, and then drop the heel so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. We come into our warrior two. Arms come up. Sink into the front knee, extend through the fingertips, long through the crown of the head. Sink into the feet. And when you're ready, interlace your hands behind your back. Puff up your chest, and as you exhale, bring your ear inside of your knee. Arms come overhead. Breathe into the hip. And then on your next breath, push into your feet, draw yourself up, extend the arms out. Bring the hands to frame your front foot, find your plank position, and then move through your vinyasa. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward dog. Then right leg comes up towards the ceiling. You're going to bend the knee and you're going to shift the weight forward and align your pigeon pose. Knee comes in front of the right wrist, foot comes in front of the left thigh. Keep your back toes tucked. Walk your fingertips back. As you inhale, draw your knees towards each other and draw yourself up. Exhale to release. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And then as you exhale, release. Slowly walk the hands forward. Take a few breaths in our reclined pigeon. You can bring your forehead down. When you're ready, slowly walk the hands back. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toe, pick up the knee, and then we extend our right leg out, three-legged downward dog. Make sure the hip is square, and then bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest, and plant the foot at the top of the mat. Back foot follows. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt. Inhale, sweep the arms up, eye gaze goes towards the ceiling. Exhale through center. Connect to the breath. Notice the energy moving around. Just see how present you can be with it. No judgment. Then we move on to the other side. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale, hinge as you fold. Fingertips come down. Inhale to a flat back. Shift the weight into the right foot, left foot comes up into the air. Bend into the front knee. Find the back of the mat with the toes. Drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, shift the weight back. Find your half splits. Inhale to flat back. Sorry, inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to melt over the thigh. Keeping the heel rooted, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Shift your weight forward, hands inside of the right foot. Take the right foot out to the edge of the mat. Find your lizard variation. Keep the back thigh engaged. Slight rounding of the shoulders as you push into the mat with your hands. Connecting to that nice deep breath. Drop the back knee. Front foot walks in back towards the midline. Frame the front foot, pick up the back knee, and then drop the back heel. We find our warrior two stance. Push into the feet. Sink into the front knee. Extend through the crown. Extend through the fingers, and eye gaze goes towards the middle finger. Breathe nice and deep. And then as you interlace your hands behind your back, take an inhale. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, ear comes inside of the knee, arms come overhead. Keep both edges of the feet rooted. Nice and slow, draw yourself up on an inhale, push into the feet, extend the arms forward. Nice and slow, we pivot to frame the front foot. Find our plank, move through our vinyasa. And then we come back to downward dog. Take a few breaths. The left leg draws up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, and then we align our pigeon. Knee comes in front of the wrist, foot comes in front of the thigh. Keep the back toes tucked. Fingertips walk towards the feet. As you inhale, draw your knees towards each other as you pull yourself up. Active legs. Exhale. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And then as you exhale, release. Slowly walk the hands forward. Come into our reclined pigeon. Take the forehead down. Connect into that hip space. And then when you're ready, slowly walk the hands back. Hands under the shoulders, tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, extend the left leg out, three-legged dog. Make sure the hips are squared, and then round forward as you draw the knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot at the top of the mat. Back foot follows. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale through center. Find the breath. And then we'll move on to our last round, adding on. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, hinge as you fold. Crown of the head comes down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot comes behind you, bend into the front knee nice and slow. Find the back of the mat with the toes, then drop the knee. Inhale, draws you up. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. Next exhale, find your half splits, maybe no hands. Draw the crown down, and then as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, melt. Inhale. Exhale, draws you down. And on your next inhale, shift your weight forward. On your lizard, hands on the right side, left foot out to the edge of the mat. I'm going to come down this round on my forearms. Once again, active back thigh drawing up. Nice and slow, drop the back knee. Front foot comes back towards the midline. Frame the foot, pick up the back knee, drop the back heel, warrior two. Extend out through the fingers, crown of the head. Inhale, interlace the hands behind the back, puff the chest up. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Crown of the head comes down, arms come overhead. Root through the feet as you inhale, push up. Extend the arms out. Frame your front foot, pick up your back heel. Find our plank position. Move through our vinyasa. Connect to the breath. Right foot comes up into the air. Draw the knee towards the wrist. Align your pigeon pose. Keep the back toes tucked. Fingertips either side of the leg. Inhale, draw your knees towards each other to pull you up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, release. Come forward, find your reclined pigeon, drop your head. Begin to walk the hands under the shoulders, tuck the back toes, pick up the back knee, right leg comes out, three-legged dog. Draw the knee in towards the chest, plant the foot at the top of the mat. And then we inhale, we find our high lunge. Fingertips draw up, crown of the head draws up, and then bring your right arm under and cross your left arm over. We're going to find our eagle arms. You can bring the back of the palms to touch or the front of the palms to touch. Slight bend in the back knee, and then as you inhale, arc your heart up and find a little back bend. And then as you exhale, begin to shift your weight forward. Draw your knees and your elbows towards each other. Push into your front foot and then float your back leg up. We find our warrior three. Really extend through the fingers, crown of the head, and the back toes. Everything engaged. Inhale. Left knee draws up as you stand. Cross your leg over your thigh, and then we sink into our eagle legs. Connect to your breath. Extend the arms out into a T shape, and then unwind the legs as you find a warrior three again. Nice and slow, bend into the front knee. Come into a high lunge, arms come up. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, fingertips come down, push into the front foot, float the back leg, and we find our standing splits. Inhale, lift the chest, our gaze goes forward, and then as you exhale, draw the foot down, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale through center. Connect to the breath. Take a sigh if you need it. I definitely do. It's definitely a challenge to move and to speak, but trying to remain present with the rhythm of my breath and just noticing what's going on. The very subtle energy that's moving through me. The beating of my heart, the heat within my body. And then we've got one more side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinge as you fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, shift the weight into the right foot. Left foot comes behind you. Bend the knee as you find the back of the mat with your toes. Drop the knee. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, draw the arms behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, find your half splits. Melt down, and then as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, melt. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, and then as you exhale, shift the weight forward. Excuse me, and then find your lizard variation. Once again, I'm going to come down into the forearms. As I move through the rounds, my body is ready. But take it as you need. Understand your own threshold, what feels good, what challenges you, but still allows you to be present in what you feel. When you're ready, drop the back knee. Walk the front foot back towards the middle. Frame that foot. Pick up the back knee, drop the back heel. Find our warrior 2. Extend through the crown, extend through the fingers. Inhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Puff the chest up. Exhale, hinge. Humble warrior. Arms come overhead. Edges of the feet root. Inhale, push into the feet. Draw yourself up. Extend the arms out. Frame the front foot. Find your plank position. Move through your vinyasa. Left leg comes up. We align our pigeon. Keep the back toes tucked. Frame the front leg. Inhale, draw the knees towards each other to pull you up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, release. Walk the hands forward. Then when you're ready, bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the back toe, pick up the back knee, extend the left leg out. Draw the knee in towards the chest, plant the foot at the top of the mat. Inhale, draw the arms up. Come into our high lunge. Keep a little bend in the back knee. Left arm under, right arm over. Eagle arms. Inhale, a little back bend. Exhale, lean forward. Push down into the front foot, float the back leg up. Warrior 3. Really extend through the fingers and the back toes. Feel nice and long, create these nice lines. As you exhale, draw the right knee up. Cross the leg over the left leg, eagle legs, and then sit down. Nice little tight ball as you squeeze in. Release the arms, create a T shape, and then release the legs, right leg behind you, warrior 3. Bend into the front knee, find the back of the mat with your back toes, inhale. Exhale, fingertips come down, push into the front foot, standing splits. Right foot comes up, inhale, lift the chest, exhale, melt over the thigh. And then as you inhale, bring the foot down, we find our forward fold, lift the chest, exhale, melt. Inhale, sweep the arms up, eye gaze goes up, exhale through center. Connect to the breath. Take a nice big exhale. I definitely need it. Feeling so much heat within my body. And then nice and slow, we're just going to come down. You can find yourself in an easy seated position, whatever feels good for you. Take a moment to close your eyes. Bring your hands onto your knees. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. And then take a nice long inhale through the nose. Sigh to release. I really hope that you enjoyed this little sequence. I enjoyed practicing with you. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening or your week or your holiday. I'm not too sure. Either way, I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.